see.
Leon, when Elon announced he'd made an offer, what did you predict that he was going to go through with it?
I mean, who can predict anything when it comes to Elon Musk? I don't think anyone would be wise to predict what was going to happen at the end of that. But obviously, it looked as though it's happening. And, look, Elon Musk, if anyone in the business world has got the Midas touch, it's him. And I think that he has a vision for Twitter that actually is quite appealing. This idea of free speech, but also coupled with human verification. So hopefully that filters out the nastiness on Twitter. But the key thing here is generating a business model for Twitter that works beyond advertising. And I think that is what Elon Musk is going to be trying to do. And as I say, look, if I was a betting man, I'd put my bets on Elon Musk being able to make it work.
Well, you are a betting man. You're a tech investor, aren't you? So now that Elon Musk is nearly going to own it, once he gets the shareholder and regulatory approval, do you feel more or less inclined to put your money in the company?
Well, I think the record shows that whenever Elon Musk goes near a business, the stock price tends to rise and the business tends to perform. There's one exception to that, which I think is now Tesla. Hugely successful business, but as Patrick says, their share price fell 12% yesterday, 10% today. If I was a Tesla investor, I'd be slightly concerned that Elon Musk is going to get wrapped up in what's going on Twitter, because despite being a fairly insignificant business in the grand scheme of things, it has got influence, it has got soft power. And if Elon Musk's reputation takes a hit, if there's boycotts, if there's some sort of unrest about him owning Twitter, and that filters through to his other business interests, I think Tesla shareholders are going to be concerned. But I'm going to wait and see whether I can take a punt on Twitter.
Leon, you mentioned a couple of ways in which Elon Musk plans to transform Twitter. One of them is tackling bots. Will this all improve the company as a business?
Well, look, who pays Twitter right now is advertisers. And what they're looking for is information, data on the people that they can advertise towards. You look at a business like Meta, far more successful than Twitter has been, and they've been able to crack that because they've got that level of data and the wealth of information on potential advertising targets. So if Twitter can change the user experience where it becomes slightly more personal, it becomes less of a digital town square, which I know is what Elon Musk refers to it as, but ultimately if it becomes more than just a shop to argue around, then it becomes attractive to advertisers. So if you get rid of those bots, if you get rid of some of those more nastier elements of what happens on Twitter, then I think it does become attractive to advertisers and therefore Twitter's bottom line.
Just really briefly, how many years would you give it for him to turn things around and for the company to make a profit?
Social media is not easy. It isn't an easy game either to enter or to or to disrupt. So I think it's going to take time. I do think it will be a long-term bet from Elon Musk here. I'm looking at about 5 years if I was to put a number on it. It could be less, it could be more. Let's wait and see.
Okay, look, we've talked about the business aspect of it. We're in a bit of a rush. Let's